Welcome, everyone. This is Vandana here with you, and happy full moon, everyone. I hope you love the song that we were just playing. And this is a harvest moon, so I couldn't resist, bringing Neil Young here to share some of his full moon magic. And this is one of my favorite songs. So very relaxing, very romantic, very sort of inspirational. So I hope this kind of is setting a positive mood and mindset for you, and that you're feeling your feelings without any, doubt or distrust or judgment. So yeah, this is, I'm really excited truly to have you here with me today. We're going to be definitely, offering these full moon and new moon gatherings, goddess gatherings every month. And happy solstice to you, sister. We have like the fall equinox upon us, and shorter days, longer nights, but the moon last night was shining just so bright that I'm really happy to facilitate these really nourishing and nurturing ceremonial rituals where you are going to participate and contribute your energy to a beautiful bringing down the moon ceremony. This is an ancient pagan ritual. It's a priestess ritual. It's an empowerment ritual. And when I was guided to share this and I came upon it, I knew, just like with Neil Young's Harvest Moon song, I knew I just had to bring it down and bring it in for you. So yes. Well, let's begin by just go ahead and chat in, because I can't see you or hear you, but I'd love to. But for now, since we're using Zoom technology, which is better than not being able to connect at all, so expressing our gratitude to Zoom for bringing us together in this way, go ahead and chat in what you would like to let go of, because full moons are really all about letting go, but also illuminating what patterns or programs we would like to let go of, most of all, what we feel is holding us back, and what needs to be given more attention, more love, more healing. So go ahead and chat in what is that thing? What is that energy in creating density that disconnects you from source, from the sun and the moon, and from, your divine purpose. So I will wait a moment while everyone just goes ahead and chat. Go ahead and chat in. Go ahead and, yes, chat in what you would love to reframe, repattern, shift, change, transmute, transcend, rise above, and move beyond, right? And we're gonna make sure that I very gently integrate your request. Like I'll just put it in that suggestion box, right? That lunar celestial suggestion box, so that your prayers and wishes and dreams can be fulfilled and finally come true for you, can manifest with ease and grace. Good. So someone is mentioning relationships. Yeah, that's a biggie. This pattern, this new moon that we just had on September 6th, the Virgo or the super virgin pure new moon frequencies were also about relationships as a major theme this month. It's also, so thank you for chatting that in, my dear. Anything that doesn't support that, right? We say rich. Rich is sort of like our go-to clearing statement, or this kind of like this phrase, this abbreviated phrase that stands for release, integrate, clear, and harmonize. And what it does is it kind of pops us back to our present focus. So we're out of the past and future minds, and it really allows you to just follow your breath, trust whatever's, whatever you're experiencing is for your best. Yeah, so you want to rich or release or return, any energies that are mismatched or disharmonious, that are just not a fit for you, that you've outgrown or outvibed, right? And but also expressing gratitude and good wishes and blessings to all of those relationships that you were in or that you may still be struggling in, to either improve it, to heal it, heal you and that other person, heal your sense of trust in people, but mostly in your own spiritual discernment. And we're asking the moon, the full Pisces harvest moon, to illuminate what really needs to change for everyone's highest and greatest good. With our breath, breathing into all of your feelings, sensations, emotions, and just following that breath all the way through, but becoming aware of all of those deeply buried, repressed feelings, and just noticing, witnessing the sensations that come up for you. And then just gently letting all of that go and sending it back to universal flow, to source, to the heart of creation, and allowing it to be repurposed, resolved, or rebirthed, and to be transmuted or shifted from poison to medicine that we all could use, that all beings who are in relationship, especially the most important relationship with ourselves, can taste that sense of peace and oneness and connection. So let's bring down the moon now and go ahead and chat in anything else someone else is asking for. Their healing request is peace for me, my family, and my puppy. Peace for all. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, sister. Yay. Now I would like you to just go ahead and state or reinstate your birthright, your spiritual inheritance, to receive, to naturally, organically attract and receive greater flow, to embody all the energy that you think is missing from your own mind, heart, and body. What is it that you feel is missing that would make you feel complete? So go ahead and chat in what you'd like to ask for and that you're finally willing to receive. And I'll make sure that I include that on your wish list, your bucket list, and really magnify, amplify, accelerate your heart's desires, your strong, focused, and clear intentions for this full moon. So we're going to amp up that energy. What is it that's missing? Is it a loving relationship? Is it the ability to love and forgive yourself? Is it abundance? Is it financial? Is it freedom or the ability to travel, whether it's soul traveling, safely soul traveling, or physical traveling, or just connecting with others. You know, many of us are feeling still so isolated, to socialize and reconnect in the same way that we used to be able to, you know. So whatever it is you're willing, even if it's a simple request from Grandmother Moon, like, I just want to let go of my fear. I want to give it to you, like all my worries, anxieties, all the details of my busy brain, you know, the monkey mind and all that hypervigilance and all of my racing thoughts. I just want to give it to the moon so I could trust my intuition again, trust my psychic gifts and telepathic abilities, and always follow my spot on intuition, that information, right? So I could receive all the goodness, all the beauty, all the purity, right? All the downloads, the resets, the upgrades, everything, so that I can feel my best and do my best. And that I can remember, always be aware of others' beautiful contributions in my life and how others have actually served me, and how I can always speak words of loving kindness to serve and support others. And really holding that space for yourself and others, but first and foremost for the caregivers, the empaths, and the sweet, sensitive souls that kind of take on the energies of planetary chaos, collective chaos, right? So we want to lighten that sense of density by learning how to spending more time with the natural world, with the elements, so that we can experience the ultimate reality of divine consciousness, really spending time with our higher self, our I am presence, breathing in whenever we feel scattered or ungrounded, coming back to this present moment. Say, I'm breathing in, I've arrived. And then saying to yourself on the out breath, on the letting go, release the exhalation, the longer calming exhalation to calm and reset, to regulate your nervous system, just saying to yourself, listening to yourself, breathing in and breathing out, witnessing that life force energy moving through your cells, through your womb, through your heart, through your soul, and then just saying, I'm breathing out, I'm home. There's no grasping, craving, struggling, right? No clinging. That everything is inside of me. The universe is inside of my own great bright light. And just really kind of, we're going to be doing some envisioning today, creative visualization. They used to call that back in the day. But the guided imagery, meditation, and mindfulness will really help to set you free, help to lighten your load, drop the burdens and the baggage, really unpack it all. Just by being mindful, you can cleanse and clear lifetimes of karma, just by becoming aware of those patterns that you've been exposed to, that you've that were passed on by your family, by your bloodline. So today is about really divine feminine empowerment, whether you're a man or a woman, just really taking your powers back and really being able to magically manifest whatever would be best for you and the world, for all sentient beings. Beautiful. Able to open up, being able to receive, open. Yes, open. Yeah. Open to receive. One moment, let me go back. financial abundance and heart-based relationships, self-care and hope for all, self-acceptance. Thank you for all chatting in. I really appreciate that. I love this interaction where I feel your open hearts. Very beautiful space that we've already created, this space of grace, mercy, and self-forgiveness to release anything in the way, of accessing alignment with my own inner wisdom, living the highest version of myself, unresolved emotional baggage, limiting beliefs. Yeah, everything, all that is rich. Rich return, rich release, returning that package of energy, just like if you were to buy something in this physical reality and it didn't fit right, or it didn't look right, or it just it didn't feel like you, like authentically you wouldn't keep it. You would most likely return it to where you bought it. So that's what I'm asking you to do today. Just, and not like really, with any kind of blame or shame about it, just simply being in that heart space of non-judgment and neutrality. Sorry, it didn't, it just wasn't for me. So I'm just going to return that energy that doesn't feel like it belongs to me. And anything that would make me doubt or distrust my intuitive abilities, I say rich. And that'll just pop you back into your heart, your intuitive guidance system. And also your lower bodies, your belly, right? Your belly, your womb, your dantian, your hara. And we just had an awesome hara healing call where it's really about finding your center of gravity, returning and strengthening, really strengthening your core and releasing all the core fear, the implants and the imprints that were stored there that we weren't even aware of from so many lifetimes ago. So someone is also saying self-acceptance, self-care, and hope for all. Not being able to communicate feelings or thoughts. I just want to be able to open up, someone is saying, and step fully into all my powers and gifts. And we do that gradually and gently, where, we practice the mindfulness tools of just taking it easy on ourselves, taking ourselves off the hook of self-blame and shame. And this is a practice, this is a process that happens gradually when you practice these tools of mindfulness, fully embodying all of my magic to unveil magic in the world. I love that one. Beautiful. Yes. Yeah. And being able to really communicate our feelings, self-expression, our right to create or recreate ourselves, to also our right to rewrite our records, those old vows, promises, agreements, and contracts that were mostly inherited, passed on to us in the womb, in the birth canal, in infancy, childhood, teenagehood, adulthood, etc. But also that we've sort of that we're still trying to work out from past lifetimes and incarnations in this one. So really dropping it all, dropping the shields, unzipping the armor, allowing any false masks, false identities to just kind of reveal your open, intimate, true nature, but your kind of like your Buddha true nature, but your vulnerability, your authenticity. And that's why we're gathered here today, is to really be honest with ourselves, yeah? And in order to practice this way of life, this lifestyle of, I just want to be loving and kind to everyone, it has to start with ourselves. And if we're punishing ourselves or self-sabotaging ourselves, and that's become habitual, and we're not even aware we're doing it just unconsciously. We're not really taking time every day to be kind to ourselves, to rest when we're tired, to take a break, to instead of working all the time, kind of creating more balance by playing and just doing things that are fun, that bring us joy, like what we're doing right now. And so it starts with us, with these steps. Beautiful. So let's just talk a little bit about, thank you for participating. I love your energy. It feels really yummy. Let's just talk about, I'm going to share my screen now for a moment, about the energies of this particular Pisces harvest full moon that Neil was singing about. So Ronald, you can go ahead and share that content with us. Was thinking about the one from the newsletter that we talked about. If we could share that first, if you have that available. If you don't, it's okay. But I think everyone read a little bit about in the newsletter, in the invitation that you received, about the energies of Pisces and the harvest of abundance, reaping what we sow. Yeah, and also just to sum it up, summarize it, that, Pisces is also, this full moon is also about like perfectionism, like healing that tendency to overdo, overthink, overgive, or overanalyze things, like just really being hard on ourselves and feeling like if we don't get everything perfectly right, that we're a loser or a failure, or we're somehow not good enough. So it's really important we're going to be inviting in like our higher self and our I am presence and our, that peaceful, serene part of ourselves that has overcome those patterns, those programs, those beliefs. And also it's about like healing depression that we might have absorbed cellularly. So in our muscle memories even, about depression, anyone that we lived with, our caregivers, parents, grandparents, siblings, anyone who might have suffered or is still suffering with mental illness, and that doesn't have to be serious or require medication, but any type of neurological imbalance, even if it's something like ADD or a complex PTSD, something like that we've taken on. So it's about healing our emotions and our feelings and all the sensations that go along with that, and really welcoming them all, right, in our heart space. So let's just breathe for a moment. I'm going to ring my bell here, and this will allow you to kind of settle down, settle into your chair, regather all the parts of you that you've given to others, just calling all of your soul pieces back in this moment in a very quiet, still space. So I'm going to ring the bell 3 times to begin our preparation. Breathing in this light, this energy, the sounds, its vibrations, to merge with your full moon goddess, your inner goddess, with the help of this full, luscious, plump, full moon energy, to trust your intuition and just help you to let go, honor your emotions, clear the mind clutter, the mental stuff, the overwhelm. And so I want to go over a few things to make it easier for you to call in or bring down the full moon monthly, to empower your divine feminine Shakti potency with this type of divine feminine, intuitive, gentle, compassionate medicine. So first, of course, you want to clean the clutter from your space. You know, you want to do that in preparation to really harmonize and connect with the full moon energies. So removing clutter from your space, especially from your mind, to give you absolute clarity to manifest your desires more easily. And also buying a few candles or incense sticks, sage. I like sage, I like Palo Santo, I like, recently I bought a braided sweetgrass. Cedar is also really, really good. But the sage is really good to put in a fireproof dish, and cleanse your space, yourself, and maybe the people that you live with, you know, your children, your parents, your pets, your partners, anyone that you plan to do a full moon ritual with. Yes. So just kind of opening up all the windows and the doors, getting some fresh air in your room, really clearing out that stagnancy, that stuck, heavy, thick, just really like dense energy, or any negativity. And just making yourself really, really comfortable. You know, maybe putting some cushions, finding a really comfortable position to kneel on the floor. You know, you could sit cross-legged, or, you know, also having a cup of herbal tea handy, any kind of witch's brew, like witchy tea. I like fennel, but, you know, chamomile, any kind of herbal tea will do. And this is just for relaxation, for centering, for grounding, for really coming back online in your body so that you harmonize your head, your heart, and your hara. Hara, again, is your lower belly. You could place your hands there right now, one on your heart, one on your lower belly, and just touch yourself there in a very loving and nurturing way, a very honoring way for all your mind, heart, and body has gone through, and all of the energies that you had no choice to be exposed to growing up. Rose quartz is a wonderful stone, clear quartz to set your intention. Go ahead and grab them now. Amethyst for balance. Labradorite for good fortune and monetary benefits. Green energy, yes. Citrine to bring in happiness and joy. And just have your journal ready now for any types of interesting or different energies that you experience on today's journey. And just make a note of that, how it made you feel, what came up for you, what do you need, what is your higher self, your soul, your galactic goddess chakras above you, your soul star. What are they all trying to tell you that you've been avoiding, ignoring, resisting, or denying, right? That is, it's causing a internal chaos. cloudiness or dullness or some type of brain fog, right? That doesn't allow you to think clearly and practice spiritual discernment and really trust your own body's wisdom. So take some deep breaths into that, relaxing. And if you have your journal, you could start taking some notes now. If your mind is wandering already, that's okay. That's just what minds do, right? I love that phrase. That's just what minds do. They wander, they're here, there, they're all over the place. You know, but right now, just put down the to-do list and allow your mind to sink into that gap between your thoughts, into this field of stillness, and connecting to the lunar energies, Mama Luna, Grandmama Luna, and making that space, creating that space, that room for more grace, more blessings, more miracles. You, the universe, and Grandmother Moon working together in tandem, right? So your maiden, your goddess, your crone, like all the parts of your youth, middle age, and then the elder, mature, wise woman inside, all three of you coming together in this trinity of oneness. And allow any clutter, negativity, whatever it is that you are holding on to dear life with, to just depart and say hello and then say goodbye. I see you, but I don't need you anymore. Hi and bye. And then let it part like cloud depart, like clouds in the sky, and pass by, you know, without raining upon you. Without thinking that it's something about you that doesn't allow the sun to shine and the moon to illuminate you. So releasing this negative self-talk that no longer serves you, that does not serve you. And allow yourself to release the feelings of being hurt or wounded or victimized. And seeing that whoever might have triggered that feeling or that thought form or that belief system, that you are a victim, even if you actually were victimized or criticized or, you know, brought up in an unsafe home with inconsistently loving and attentive or affectionate parents, it doesn't mean you have to continue the cycle of self-degradation, self-punishment, right? You don't have to torture yourself anymore. And you certainly are going to be so compassionate now and empathic that you would never consciously do that purposely or intentionally to wound another, because you know how it feels. So releasing the worry around money, around abundance, about not having enough, about vows of lack, scarcity, poverty, limitation, that your parents, grandparents, and 13 generations back might have had to experience because they actually had no choice. And they did what they had to do to survive, to just get through. But that you do have a choice and you can create a different lifestyle. You can surround yourself with lavish abundance from the universe. So just enjoying your process, writing down what you'd like to release, but also what you would like to attract, right? Acknowledging the gift of, you know, all of those difficult lessons, partnerships, relationships that you experienced, acknowledging everyone, saying ho'oponopono, thanking them for their contribution. That as actually helped you to find your way, even in the darkest night of your soul. So acknowledging, thanking them, all of those beings that you might still be corded to, and then letting them go and wishing them well. And then taking this fireproof dish, carefully writing them, placing your paper, folding it up with all the things that you're ready, willing, and able to clear, right? All of that heavy energy, all the burdens, the blocks, and burning them until they become ashes and dust. Outside in nature, under the light of the moon is best. But if you can't get outside, make sure that you open the windows and just direct the smoke out and away. So outside, right, into the air, and let it all drift and float and fly away. And returning it to source with loving kindness and forgiveness, but mostly forgiving yourself for your part in it, for thinking that you did something wrong or bad to deserve that, and you didn't. So taking a seat on your meditation chair, let's begin. Let's go to the next process, Ronald. Does anyone have any questions about this full moon ceremony of how to clear and prepare your space? I think it's pretty straightforward. And I know that many of you are very advanced spiritual beings, wise old souls. So this is nothing new for you, but it's always good to have a little reminder. Just fill your room with really, really good energy. Give yourself Reiki, call in your guides, your angels, your guardians, your power protectors, and also go ahead and don't be afraid to ask for a brand new 5D upgraded guardian, for a totem to walk with you, to sit with you when you meditate, and to help you let go. Sometimes the old guides and guardians, you've already learned and you've outgrown them. So it's no longer a vibrational match to who you used to be, because you've already expanded and upgraded and your systems are all updated. So time to call in a new helper, right? Or a cosmic companion. So let's open up our circle. This is called circle casting. So again, I'm going to ring the bell to, if you've drifted away, to bring you back to your center. Each time I ring the bell, go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Coming back to this present now moment, the gift of this now moment. I'm breathing in. I've arrived. I'm breathing out. I'm home. It's always best before any magical work is performed to cast a circle. So there are two main reasons for doing this. Firstly, the circle is offering you protection. Divine protection from any false light or any less than kind or helpful energies, entities, whether they're in this dimension or residing in another dimension or universe. And really feeling that you have a safety net all around you, this cosmic container that allows you to safely soul travel to wherever you need to be to change non-working realities that cause havoc and chaos in your work or your living space. So it's kind of like asking to break the spell that has been cast upon you and your ancestors, star ancestors, galactic and earth biological ancestors. So the circle is a cone of power, right? That's why they say that witches wear these hats that are a cone shape. Once cast, there is, or there will be a boundary, stronger auric boundaries in the field around you and in the circle that you've just drawn around you and your home, your office space, wherever you happen to be. This doesn't go straight up. It forms a cone or a pyramid shape on top of your head. And it reaches into the heart of the sky, and then it descends into the heart of the earth at the same time. The top point being in the very center of your circle. And whatever, if you decide to chant like Mane Padme Hum or Nam Myoho Renge Kyo or just Om, whatever it is that maybe you have a personal mantra that a spiritual teacher blessed you with, even if you're just chanting Om, 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 or you're asking to kind of cut through or cast away, banish or burn any harmful spells that are still playing out in your realities, that are not allowing you to be abundant, to feel love, to attract that life partner, or to fulfill your soul purpose, to transition into a new spiritual healing career, to launch a practice, whatever it is. Allow yourself to just dance and move, because there are walking meditations as well as standing meditations, as well as sitting meditations. So wherever you sense the energy in your body wanting to move, the stuck, stagnant energy that's been there for years or even lifetimes. And allow the energy around you to raise, to open, unzipping any armor, dropping it to your legs, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Just dropping all that heaviness that, diminishes or blocks your light from above and below you. So breathing up from the earth and breathing down from the sky. Casting this circle, and you're actually creating a spell, right? What is it? What is your wish that you would like to cast upon the world? What is it? The good wishes and intentions that you can manifest as new earth blessings. Right? To kind of dematerialize the harmful, hurtful, or non-beneficial spells that were passed on to you, carried forward from generation to generation, so that you don't have to take that on anymore, because you're casting a new spell. You're making a new promise to yourself, a new vow to love and care for yourself completely, totally, and as first priority, your main priority. So there are many ways to cast a circle. So let's scroll down. First, you want to invite in your favorite deity or goddess or angel, ascended master, lady master. And I always like to call in Celine, who is the goddess of the moon, and anyone else that you work with, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Saint Teresa, Saint Mary, Mary Magdalena, and allow your loving, healed, ancient ancestors to come in and to stand behind you. Perhaps the moon goddess star, the blue star Isis. and any other star doctors, physicians, surgeons, shamans, or messengers of light. Yeah, or any of your Palladian, Syrian, Arcturian, or Venusian ancestral life family. And just invite the goddess in. I'm finding a quiet, safe place right now where you won't be interrupted or distracted. And decide on how large you would like to make your circle. And what I do is I envision that I draw a sword of light or a sword of wisdom with my two fingers, left hand, right hand, doesn't matter. And then I imagine that there's sort of like a white chalk or a stardust, right? That kind of beams out or radiates out of the tips of my fingers, which are now my scepter, like crystal light, diamond light, white light, Reiki light, and just drawing it all around, right? All around the ground beneath you. And even, why don't you just go ahead and bring it all the way up and let it spiral and encircle your bodies and your chakras, from your lower chakras to the middle to the upper chakras, and then above you. And just radiate it out like a beam of light, like a moonbeam above you, until it reaches the heart of the stars. And bringing down that star medicine in pockets of light, and breathing, inhaling and swallowing the silver, platinum, luminescent, iridescent moonbeams and starlights, this twinkling light of the stars, and making your wish now. And taking your crystals, right, whatever crystals that you found right now to meditate with as your helpers, and contacting the devas inside of the crystal, the crystalline consciousness, to help you to manifest, to express, to speak your truth, to express your needs and feelings appropriately, maturely, and responsibly. And then if you have a selenite crystal wand or some type of an herbal blend, maybe you have dry herbs or sage or frankincense, myrrh, dragon's blood, which are resins that you need charcoal to light. You can go ahead and light up that incense now in the center of your circle, and place a candle in the center. Make sure that you're safe. It could be glass enclosed or just a tapered pillar candle. You can use any color, white for peace, blue for spirit, pink for love, green for abundance or heart, purple for transmutation, gold for empowerment or yellow, orange for safe, sacred sensuality, intimacy with others in your relationships, and red for just to really ground and root, feel rooted to Pachamama, Gaia. And so for Earth, a good crystal is the aventurine for the north. So you would face north if you want to really connect with the earth. If you feel that you need more air in your lungs, in your chest, your bronchial tubes, then you might want to work with a citrine stone or candle and face east. If your fire energy, so this is Pitta in Ayurveda, It's the digestive system, it's your stomach, belly, if you're having GI issues, acid reflux, ulcers, gastritis. So if it's in any kind of inflammation that you want to quiet down, you would use water, which is blue, and that's facing the west, the turquoise. But if you don't have enough fire, which I was saying before, that's pitta, then just go ahead and see if you could find like a red jasper or a red stone, a gemstone, and face the south. And this stone is called the agate or the mukite. Excuse me. So since this is a Piscean moon, it's all about feelings, honoring the flow of your fluid feelings and letting everything that is stuck really flow and go and move through you, out and through you, right? Like a waterfall, right? So nothing gets stuck inside of you. Good. And then the last thing is spirit, amethyst, purple, to really raise up the energy in your circle. And you can invite in your loved ones, those who have departed that you miss, family members, mothers, fathers, grandmas, grandpas, and all your really healthy, holy, and healed ancestors, matriarchs of your family. Bring them into your circle, your pets, your loved ones, your beloveds. You can call on the watchtowers or the radiant ones, the shining ones, the pure ones, or whoever you feel safe with, that you trust, that you've worked with before. Your favorite deity, goddess, angel, or guardian. And you can say this: water, fire, air, and earth, elements of astral birth. And you can go ahead and place your hands in this Ajali Mudra, or better known as Namaste. And what this does, it's non-religious. What it does is it helps to connect your mind with your body, with your heart, like heart math, right? So that it allows you to embody cognitive resonance and cognitive and emotional resonance. So there's no inner conflict or confusion between your mind and your heart, between your thoughts and your feelings. So water, fire, air, and earth, elements of astral birth. I call to thee to attend my rite by the light of the sun and beneath moon's light. And what you would do is now, or when you receive the replay, just walk in a clockwise direction 3 times around the outer boundaries of your circle, well, the inner boundaries of your circle, carrying your lit smudge stick or your smudge leaves, right, in a safe container. I like to use, looks like a seashell, right? And you just repeat the following on each round. So this is your walking meditation. I just did a walking meditation last night with a very beautiful Sangha that follows the teachings of mindfulness and Thich Nhat Hanh. So walking is really great too, to really quiet your thoughts and to really get clear and feel more present. I call upon you, O powers of fire and air, to protect and consecrate this circle. May the ground be pure and clean, free from negativity and harm. And go ahead and then place your smudge stick in that safe container within your circle, in the center of your circle. And go ahead and fill a cup or a bowl with pure drinking water. You can make it holy just by blowing in your blessings or drawing a Reiki symbol or a heart symbol. and just sending your intentions to this vessel of water. You can imagine that it becomes a diamond chalice of light. And what you could do is just start taking some of the water and sprinkling it on fertile ground and seeing your dreams, your wishes all coming to fruition. Just sprinkle that water all around you. Holy water is, you can definitely buy holy water, but you could also make your own. And if you're not sure how, just send me an email and I could walk you through that process. And just say this: I call upon you, O powers of earth and water, to protect and consecrate this circle. May the ground be pure and clean, free from negativity and harm. Now place that charged water. You can even rub your hands together, blow on each hand, because it's your energy that you're charging, you're creating a healing vibration with. And just hover your hands over the top of this drinking cup and rotate them in a circular motion 3 times. May this circle be a meeting place of truth and trust, a rampart of protection for those who stand herein, never for ill, always for right, right? Right view, right action, right thoughts, right emotions. I ask that I'm shielded, protected by love and light. Breathing that in, taking that in, receiving that, opening to that space of deep, tender trust. The circle is cast. I'm safe and secure. Sacred space created for all that is pure. And then, so be it, so mote it be, so it is. And you can also say the following to invite your favorite deity: Moon Goddess, High Priestess, Isis, Enchanted One of the starlit skies, Blessed One of the gentle rain, Flowing One of the ocean sighs, Arcane Lady of the mountain stone. Hear my call, offer your might, be with me on this magical night. Cloak and protect me as I work my spell. Open me to your mystic light. Can invite in at this point Archangel Metatron to cloak you in a golden garment or a robe of light. And go about your spell work. If you need to leave the circle at any point, please remember to cut open a door with your wand. So if you don't have an actual like selenite or a crystal wand, you just use your hands, or you could also use an athame. Kind of looks, it's actually a Buddhist, there's another name called Furba or Kila. It looks almost like a magical dagger. And this kind of cuts away any negativity. But use your fingertips, like make your own wand, right? And so cut open that door using your wand if you have to exit at any point during your ceremonial full moon ritual. And be sure to close it behind you and then reopen it when you wish to re-enter. And then at the end, what you'd want to do is release your circle. It's important at the end of a ritual to release your circle. And we do this by, again, walking motion, anti-clockwise. So you're going in the opposite direction 3 times around the perimeter of your circle. And you can say the following phrase: Guardians of the watchtowers, witness to my rights, I thank you for your presence and power here tonight. The north, the east, the south, the west, in my thoughts be ever blessed. And really feel that circle, that sphere, that bubble of protection all around you, from every direction, from every dimension, from the highest dimensions and planes of existence. The circle hath ended. My rites here are done by the power of the moon and by the light of the sun. So mote it be. And then you just spread open your circle, releasing and focusing on directing this raised up, this elevated energy, this upgraded energy for yourself and for anyone else that's with you in this circle. And this may be the goddess, God, astral planes, or a person that you've performed a spell on, this healing spell to help another. And once you've released your circle, just sit in this 0 point of anti-gravity. Breathing into your pranic tube of light, into that still space and safety net, right? This space of freedom, liberation, loving kindness, and visualize this energy flowing, swirling, spiraling all around you, and allow yourself to recline, almost laying back in the arms of Mother, Divine Mother, Holy Mother, Shekinah, Sophia, Mary, Maria, and any other goddesses or deities that you work with that protect you. You can also call in Goddess Tara, Kuan Yin, Avloka, Tishvara. And this is a special moment to just bring the circle to a magical end, just trusting that you've already shifted your space, yourself, and are open to greater new beginnings. Good. Let's go to the next and the last process. We're going to just bring down the moon. And then after this ritual, we'll close and we'll just allow anyone who has any questions or sharings about your journey and experience to just chat in so that we can close our circle in the most respectful way, the most honoring way. So bringing down the moon, drawing down the moon, bringing it in. This is a beautiful and powerful rite. The practitioner invokes the goddess directly. So basically, you and I are invoking the goddess powers, potency, the gifts, the blessings directly into ourselves. So we're merging with the heart, with the womb, with the mind of a high priestess, of a moon priestess. And you may find yourself going into a bit of a trance state where you may begin channeling or speaking light language, which I know many of you do. I had a client the other day who sent me a beautiful email, and she attached a light language a light language blessing for me, and it was just very, very beautiful. So, even if you don't know how to speak light language, that's okay. Just know that you already know how to speak the words of a goddess, how to write it in a runic or Aramaic alphabet, an ancient alphabet. You already know how to write it out in your journal to channel these multidimensional magical messages, right? And so calling upon Thoth and Goddess Seshat and the librarians and your karmic record keepers to go ahead and change what can be changed, but accept all the rest without resistance. So regardless of how you practice it, drawing down the moon is always best performed on the night of the full moon or one of the nights immediately prior to it. So it's best to perform this ritual outdoors in nature, in the natural world. But if you can't, then it's okay. It's totally acceptable to perform this ritual indoors. There are many different ways, just like the prayers that we called in, that ritual, you can customize it so it sounds like it's actually authentically coming from you, and use words that have meaning for you, that apply to you and your current situation and what you would like to create a breakthrough around. So for this version, you could stand at your altar with your arms crossed over your chest and your feet together, but not crossed. And in Sufi traditions, if you've ever participated in that, or in a Rumi healing circle, when one of the whirling dervishes goes into this ecstatic trance, they usually start this way and they bow into the circle, and then when they're done whirling, they bow out, but their arms are always crossed over their heart space. And then after, you could always, at the end of the circle, just brush down any energetic dust or debris that still may be clinging to you, right? And then just shake that off. Brush down the front and the back and the sides of you. Okay, so facing the full moon, go ahead and do that now. Arms crossed over your chest, really containing and hugging yourself, really like feeling the natural boundaries of your skin and where your body starts and stops and where it begins and ends. Opening this circle, reciting this incantation, or whatever your heart wants to say. Notice right now, what is your heart feeling? Ask your heart, what are you feeling? What do you need? What do you long for? What can I give you? How can I make you suffer less than you are right now in this moment? How can I bring you joy? How can I love you free? Goddess of the moon, you have been known by many names in many lands and many times. You are universal and constant. And in the dark of night, you shine down upon us and bathe us in your light and your love. And I ask you, I beseech you, O Divine One, to honor me by merging with me, allowing me to feel your presence within my heart's open door. And then begin now to slightly move your feet apart to about shoulder width. Your shoulders lowered away from your ears, your back straight, erect, your spine really connecting to heaven and earth, above and below you. And go ahead and raise your arms up and out to welcome the goddess into you, breathing her into and through you. And the next part is one that you can memorize or learn, but really speaking spontaneously from your heart space in your own words. But you can use this as guidance. You may begin to feel a surge of energy building that's palpable, a vibration, a pulsation, a tingling sensation with your breath. Follow that breath all the way through to the end of the in-breath and exhaling longer than you've inhaled to calm and settle down, reset, regulate your nervous system, your vagus system, your digestive system. Goddess is making herself known and shown to you, showing you the way today in this moment, right now, right here. Notice her beauty, her purity, her wholeness and wholesomeness. Feeling free to change these words as you like, but you're speaking for her in her voice. Notice what the voice and the sounds of a goddess would sound like as you open up your divine inner ears. And she says, I am the mother. I am the mother of all creation, all life, the one who watches over all sentient beings. I am the wind in the sky, the spark in the fire, the seedling in the earth, and the water in the river, connecting with the celestial, soothing, medicinal, luminous consciousness of Grandmother Moon, trusting your intuition, your gifts completely. Take a moment to just greet the moon now, to welcome in the moon now, and to bow to the moon, the full harvest, Pisces moon, honoring, welcoming your feelings, emotions, joy, sadness, and all feelings between them. And say, I am the vessel from which all things, energies move, spring forth. Honor me from within your heart. Remember these acts of love and pleasure. Kindness are my rituals, my way of connecting with your beauty, and the beauty, recognizing and appreciating the beauty in all things, the beauty of a flower, the beauty of a plant medicine, the beauty of a rock, a stone, a cloud, a tree. Honor me on this night of the full moon. I've been with you since the moment you were created and shall remain with you always. I will never leave your side, abandon you, betray you. I'll always, always be with you in all lifetimes, timelines, incarnations. And let there be beauty, strength, wisdom, and honor, humility, and courage within you. And invite in all of the fierce, feminine, fearless archetypes and aspects of the goddess. Goddess Sekhmet, the lioness, courageous goddess. Bastet, the feline cat goddess. From Sirius, from Lyra, from Andromeda. And calling upon all of these versions of the goddess, of the moon, of the stars, to honor you. You could say, honor me as you seek knowledge. I seek your knowledge. I am the maiden. I am the mother. And I am also the crone. And all of these aspects of my own inner Trinity dwell within me, feeling the powers of the goddess returning. Your amulets, talismans, scepters, crowns, robes, garments, crystals, necklaces, perfume ointments, the rubies, roses being tossed all around you, and rainbows of halos above you. And then looking down upon the sands of the desert that you once walked with Yeshua and Mariam. I crush the tides upon the shore. I shine on the mighty trees of the forest and watch with joy as life returns, continues in every cycle. Be true to me, honoring that which I've created, and I shall be true to you in return. With harm to no one, so shall it be. And breathing just being, allowing, receiving, opening, expanding. Take a few moments to really bring down the whole of the moon into your crown, into your soul, into all of your bodies, into your cells, muscles, organs, tissues, into your blood, and into your bones. And once this energy has subsided, notice the energy of your halo glow, basking, soaking in this halo glow, this arc line, this power line. And let it move deep into your head, heart, and hara lifeline. And then once the energy is subsiding, allow it to lower and to run down your chronic tube, washing your cells clean, bathing in light, and let it just stream all the way down to your 4 lower bodies, emotional bodies, all the way down to your roots, your legs, your feet, and allow it to touch and awaken the heart and the womb of Pachamama, Mother Gaia, and the devas, the pixies, the fays, the sprites, and all the helpful plants, flowers, forests. Reminding you to welcome back your inner child, your innocence, your playfulness, and your right to be here, to feel more alive. So allow the ceremony now to conclude as you've drawn down the light of the moon to illuminate, to activate, to awaken your inner goddess, your inner twin, your divine feminine. And you may be feeling this lightness, this openness, this sweetness throughout the course of your day, or even maybe for several days after this ceremony. And now closing the circle, take a moment to embrace the moon. Feel like you're hugging the moon and holding the moon, because you are the universe and the universe is in you. You are already that great, powerful, big, bright light, that masterful, magical, powerful, bright light. And allow that moon to illuminate and merge your shadows with your light, your feminine with your masculine, your yin with your yang, to give, receive, be, do. Allow and give back in the spirit of benevolent, compassionate love and kindness, mindfulness, thoughtfulness. Thanking the moon and bowing to the moon. And returning back to your body, I'm just going to ring the bell to conclude our bringing down the moon ceremonial ritual. Thank you so much for allowing yourself to participate in today's empowerment ritual. If you would like to share a few words in the chat box about your unique experience, I would love to hear from you now. But right now, I just want to bow to you and thank you and say namaste. I recognize your goddess. I appreciate and acknowledge the goddess, the Buddha, the priestess inside of you as you appreciate, acknowledge, and honor the goddess within me as we merge into this spirit, this field of oneness. No giver, no receiver, only the gift of oneness. And this spiritual offering and this divine blessing for you. May all your wishes come true. May you be well, healthy, happy, and blessed. In the light bath of loving kindness. So I just want to share another opportunity to make an investment in your own light, to awaken your inner goddess from slumber. So Ronald, who's my assistant, who's been sharing the screen. Actually, Ronald, why don't you go ahead and chat in the chat box or share the link for our upcoming Holy Halo Healing Program, which is the day after tomorrow. If you feel that your halo or your aura could use some upgrades or repair, or if you feel that your wings are slightly broken, damaged, you'd like some strengthening, opening, and awakening. So Ronald is going to share this link right now. You're welcome, my dears, my beloveds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy and grateful. Deeply appreciate all of you. So, yep, Ronald shared that link. It's vandanalightehealing.com/holy-halo and -healing. This is I have a lot of angelic liquid light frequencies that are already kind of revving up and pouring in. You could probably feel that rush, that angelic holy sensation right now. This is about brightening, enlightening your halo. They say that women actually have two, and they extend from ear to ear, brow to brow, hairline to hairline, and nipple to nipple. And this is a field of protection that surrounds your upper bodies. So I'd love for you to participate in that. And you could just click on that link now so it can be saved. And then you can read more about what will be happening. And if you feel so called and inspired to join, I'd love to see you this coming Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So right now I have a 5-minute sacred art show that I'd love to share with you, and a special vibrational sound healing song that I'm going to play for you to just bring down the moon even deeper and really ground it in, anchor it in to your own luminous light, lunar light body, celestial light body. So please stay if you will, leave if you must, but this will take no longer than 5 minutes. So please enjoy your light show. See you soon. Love you.
Crescent moon, winter blight, send my love on home tonight. Left me here all alone, strangest feeling I've ever known. Sister sister moon.